Okay, my darlings, I hope you're ready. Finally doing this video. I actually have already uploaded it on my new Polish channel that I have with my boyfriend, aka the Big Nose. And there you can go ahead and check it out now because YouTube is putting on dubbing on our channel already, which is amazing. I'm not sure how many languages we had at this point because it's still in YouTube testing progress. So testing period, shall I say. So, you know, it's all in YouTube's hands. There's nothing we can do, but I already got a notification that our Polish channel is being dubbed. So I hope there's at least English, right? Let's keep our fingers crossed. Anyways, welcome to another video, another dupe alternative video, this time for guidance and guidance 46. Speaking of guidance, I would say it's truly a perfect wedding scent, and since wedding season is definitely in a full bloom, I really wanted to quickly recommend you something other than just guidance for your wedding day. Jewelry. Guys, you know I love jewelry, and I partner up with She Said Yes for this wedding season to show you some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pieces. So first of all, my new pair of earrings is right here, and I have to say they're so stunning and so like big, and they have to be a focal point of your ear. I took out all the other piercings that I have, which I never do, but I feel like they really deserve it. There are two beautiful stones. It's a stud earring in precious gold, of course, and it's just beautiful, don't you think? I feel like Kris Jenner. So that is perfect not only for a bride, but if you are a wedding guest and you want some beautiful fine jewelry for a great price, then I would totally check out She Said Yes. But if you are a bride, I have to say that, you know, me and my partner have been together for over 2 years now, and we're definitely eyeing pieces on She Said Yes website, because there you can choose your stone, you can choose how much gold in gold you want, which I would honestly always go for the biggest carat. But even the pieces I have are so sturdy, and they are, I think, 9 carat and 14 carat gold pieces. So this is the band, which I think is a perfect wedding band, at least for me. This is definitely a wedding band that I will be going for. Yellow gold eternity band with lab-grown diamonds. This is like my ultimate perfect wedding band. I want nothing less, nothing more. And when it comes to engagement rings, they have an amazing variety of customizing your rings or buying ready-to-go ones. Look at this one. I mean, come on. I'm really into this shape at the moment. And this would probably be something that I would be eyeing if we get to the point of choosing the ring. Because it elongates your fingers. It's super luxurious looking, but it's dainty at the same time, and very comfortable. So both of them are very comfortable, and you can totally wear them like a noble wedded woman together. So that would be my perfect wedding combo. Yes. I hope I'm not going to jinx it, but this is what I would go for. So if you have similar taste to mine, go ahead and check out She Said Yes, because they have really beautiful jewelry, especially for a very special moment in your life, such as, you know, getting married. The wedding bands and the engagement rings are phenomenal. You really do not have to go to Cartier or any other extra luxurious brand to have a piece that will last a lifetime and will look beautiful and have amazing quality. So that is that. And this, a wedding dress and guidance, is the way to go. But you don't have to pay the full price for guidance, which we're gonna get to in a second. Of course, guys, I'm sure you know, I am a big fan of the original guidance, to the point I'm not even halfway through, because it's actually very potent and you don't need to shower yourself that much, even though I still do. But I really cherish it, that's for sure. Now you might ask, am I also a massive fan of Guidance 46? And I have to say, I really like this fragrance. I wore it for a couple of days straight when I was in Dubai for almost 2 weeks last year. I was just testing it, and I have to say I really liked it. I smelled it on me all day. However, in general, I do prefer the original one. So, you know, it's kind of... I'm just kind of hesitant to spend so much money on a fragrance when I know I probably would rather buy a backup of the original guidance. I'll be just honest with you, straightforward. This one is what gives me life because of its nuttiness and a very heavy, creamy sandalwood vibe that it gives on my skin. The sandalwood, it's so prominent that sometimes people think I'm wearing like a pure sandalwood fragrance, like Piano Central or something. So yeah, it pulls very creamy, nutty, sandalwoody on me. And I get nothing weird from it, even though it took me a while to get used to this fragrance. It's not an easy scent to, for your nose to understand it. It definitely needs its time of testing and for you to get used to it, because it definitely can be polarizing. I would say that people gravitate towards Guidance 46 more because it's simply more fruity and not as obnoxious on the notes such as nuts and olibanum. Because I would say Guidance is very heavy on those resinous notes. On olibanum, there's also a lot of Akigala that Quentin Biche loves to use along with pear. So when it comes to the notes, probably already know. We have pear, hazelnut, olibanum. Then we have osmanthus, rose, saffron, and jasmine. And in the base we have sandalwood, vanilla, akigala, ambergris, and labdanum. Perfect fragrance. For me, it's an all year round. It's beast mode. It's super heavy. My boyfriend also loves it. So it's not that feminine. And then we of course have Guidance 46, which I would say it's still definitely similar to the original. It's more prominent on florals and fruits. So apart from rose, you also have rose water, you have some ambrette, you have some cypriol. Instead of olibanum, you have frankincense, but to be very honest, they can be totally used interchangeably in fragrances. And you also have bitter almond. I love them both. However, you know, the 46 version is extremely expensive. It should be almost illegal, you know. So again, would I buy it? Yes. However, speaking very frankly with you and being very pragmatic, I would probably purchase a backup of the original. And I probably will very soon, because I hate the feeling of having just one bottle of it, even though I have amazing dupes that I'm here to show you. So let's start with the alternatives. These are not dupes, these are just alternatives that give you similar vibe, but maybe if Guidance or Flanker bothered you, you will love these ones. So let's start with Impadia from BDK. This has been created by Jordi Fernandez. And this one is definitely quite similar. I would say it's more leaning towards Guidance 46 than Guidance original. That's for sure. And I have to also say that although the fragrance is very pretty in general, the magic is happening in the dry down. The dry down is where the whole magic happens. It's absolutely stunning in the dry down. I like the opening, I like how it develops, but for me, the dry down is the ultimate end game with this scent. So in here we have pear, mandarin, and some bergamot, two types of roses and orange flower, and then we have akigala, sandalwood, and absolute vanilla in the base. And yeah, it is quite similar. It's definitely cut down from that creaminess with orange blossom, and it's also more fruity citrusy because of the mandarin. It's also more floral rosy, and that's why people do say that it is like a mixture between Delina and Guidance, which is crazy that they're kind of making two fragrances in one from the same perfumer, right? That just shows his talent and genius and how mass appealing his fragrances are. I mean, Quentin's. I love this one. It's great. It lasts very well. All day wear for sure. So this one, I would say it's an alternative more so towards Guidance 46 than the original Guidance. Okay, original Guidance is way more sandalwoody, vanillic, olibanum, creamy, nutty. This one goes way more floral and more fruity. So that's Impadia. I really like it. Then we have something that's still in that kind of a realm, but goes very much like ambery Middle Eastern. So if you would like that, then this is great. This is a Vivamor Midnight Mischief. And this is a beautiful rose amber sandalwood fragrance, again with vanilla. Here you have orange blossom, jasmine, rose, vanilla, amber, sandalwood, and osmanthus. So as you can tell, the notes are quite similar, especially to Impadia. But Midnight Mischief, again, has more of that amber and leans very much more Middle Eastern. I would say this one is like you mixed Halfeti from Penhaligon's and Guidance, or rather no, Guidance 46 and Halfeti. That's kind of how it smells. I personally really like it. For me, it's very nice. It's a little bit powdery. You get a lot of osmanthus, orange blossomy vibe. It's gorgeous. And definitely a lot of rose. So yeah, another beast mode, very good price, with a discount code Paulina20. I think you can get it for 80 bucks or something, so it's not bad at all. So that's Vivamor, but keep in mind, this one is the deepest, the most like ambery. So you do have to like that. Okay, now we're moving straight into dupes. And we will start with the first one that I actually got. And it is Paris Corner by Asrar. And I think it was really the first Guidance dupe that has been created. So here you go, Paris Corner, you're the first. I have to say the bottle is stunning. And what I also have to say that this fragrance definitely cuts into phases. Several stages that some I absolutely love, some I don't really like so much. So with this one, it might be a hit or miss for you. If you love it, great. But if you hate it, I also understand you, okay? So with this, you have pretty much the same notes as in Guidance. Because it also starts with pear, hazelnut, olibanum. The middle is also absolutely the same, and the dry down is also the same. So I'm not going to repeat the note structure because it's truly the same. So in here you definitely get loads of olibanum, saffron, hazelnut. That's the thing that really kind of sometimes makes me quite unhappy. Let's put it that way. yeah, it's just not as perfectly blended as I would like to. For the first 20 to 30 minutes, I just don't like this fragrance. But the magic is in the dry down, truly. Because this fragrance lasts for the whole day. This is a 10 hours plus wear of a fragrance. And again, I don't really love it at first. Even now, but the dry down. The dry down doesn't have much to do with Amouage. It's different, but it's beautiful. It's like this candy flossy, sandalwoody, candy cane powdery base. And it's stunning. Like, for this fragrance, I would get solely for 2 reasons, maybe even 3. The bottle, that's that honorable reason. But I would get it for longevity and the dry down, which is beautiful. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of the first hour and a half of this fragrance, because it's a very long lasting one. So, you know, it needs time to get to that favorite part of mine, which is the dry down. But when it gets to the dry down, it's amazing, you know? So I would skip it because of the top, but I would absolutely keep because of the dry down and how it wears as it sets. So yeah, it has to be your own decision. I cannot tell you take it or leave it, because I think everyone has a very different experience with this. Again, I love the dry down, but I'm not the biggest fan of the top, the very, very top of it. I need an hour or so for it to sit on my skin, and then I love it. And I love how prominent the dry down is, how still projecting it is, and how long it lasts. So with that, great. So that's Bayn. So it's like a 50-50, right? I love it, but I hate it. Then we've got this one from Khadlaj, and this was the second one that I got. And this one I absolutely adore through and through. This one definitely does have guidance vibe, but it's different. It has the same vibe, but it's way more summery. It is more airy. I would even dare saying it's aquatic-ish leaning, you know, very fresh. And it's also like almost like a candy smell from time to time, which is beautiful. This one, I would say, is the best option for summer. Even if we compare it to the original guidance, to Impadia, to all the others that I'm here to show you, this Khadlaj one will be the best one for summer. This one has pear, frankincense, bergamot, hazelnut, jasmine, rose, vanilla, and cedar. So the notes are a little bit cut short. Amazing scent. Truly amazing scent. I have nothing wrong to say about this. Very, very long lasting. Performs beautifully. Leans very much feminine. It's so nicely nutty yet fresh and flirty. Absolutely stunning fragrance. I love this one. I'm gonna rate them at the end, but this is a very, very high contender to the podium. So this is Musc pour Amber. And for Khadlaj, by the way, guys, I also have discount codes for not just this, anything you want. Just saying, because it's a quite new thing in my portfolio for you guys. Okay, then I have 2 fragrances. One is very inexpensive, and I would say we are in the spot on dupe territory. The other one is quite expensive for an Arabian brand, and it's also a spot on dupe. Let's start with the less expensive one, and it's absolutely stunning. If you don't want to spend any penny more than for that, get that and you'll be happy. This is Maison Alhambra Decadent Dream. And Maison Alhambra is a Latafa brand, right? So I got this 2 months ago, so maybe a month ago. So it did sit for a while. It got some power to it. Now it lasts very nicely. At first I wasn't sure, but now I know it's another all-day wear of a fragrance. And this one is very inexpensive, and I absolutely adore the bottle. It's simply stunning, especially for an Arabian brand, right? So the thing is that it has exactly the same note structure as Bayn Al Asrar and of course the original Guidance. However, in here it's blended so beautifully, it's done so perfectly that there are no stages that I don't like. It's just done perfectly. Okay, so it's your perfect Guidance for very, very, very inexpensive price tag. And this one, I think, price-wise and quality-wise, will be probably your best bet when it comes to one-to-one Guidance dupe. Price-wise, you will not get better than this. And the quality is absolutely fantastic. This one is just a little bit more fresh, a little bit more fruity. Slightly, but not as fresh and fruity as this one, okay? As Khadlaj, not as much. This one leans very close to original Guidance. It's not as sandalwoody. You have to kind of wait for that sandalwood and that beautiful sandalwoody dry down to peek through. At first, it's just more effervescent and more uplifting than Guidance. Guidance is like a beast from the get-go, right? This one is a little bit more, let's say, soft, flirty for the first half an hour or so. Then it gets into pretty much one-to-one Guidance. And even the bottles look so nice together, right? So that is Maison Alhambra. And last but not least, we've got the most expensive Arabian brand dupe, but it's also probably the best. And what's funny is that the nose structure is completely different to Guidance, and that is Signature Pearl from Fragrance World. And this one has hazelnut, peach, pink pepper, incense, osmanthus, coconut, jasmine and rose, sandalwood, white musk and ambergris. So as you can see, the notes are different, but you've got that creamy coconut that really, really gives you that phenomenal creaminess that original Guidance has. It's so beautifully amped up, and it's maybe slightly sweeter than the original Guidance. Yeah, this one is great. This one is truly, truly great. So this one, I will say, is probably the closest that you can get to Amouage Guidance from all the dupes that have been created so far, because I'm sure more is coming. You can bet on that. Yeah, this one, again, what the difference I smell is that peach. A little bit of that peach in the beginning, but then it only takes like 5 to 10 minutes. It gets to the one-to-one Guidance territory very quickly. So this one, I would say it's 10 out of 10 because it's a beast. It performs just as well as Guidance. The price is not the best, I'll be honest, but you really, really do get phenomenal quality. That's for sure. So this is my 10 out of 10. I would say this one also is 10 out of 10, Maison Alhambra, for sure. If you don't want to pay a heftier price tag for Fragrance World, I would get Alhambra, for sure. Then my another third 10 out of 10 will be Khadlaj, because it is definitely inspired by Guidance, but this is my summer edition. It's literally like someone made a flanker of Guidance, Guidance Summer, or Guidance Éclat, right? Yeah, or Eau de Guidance, or Guidance Soleil. I should be naming fragrances professionally, right? Okay, so yeah, this is another first 10 out of 10, nothing I can do. Then by Asrar, I think it can be tricky. This one is the trickiest for me, so I have to put some points down, even though the longevity is amazing, the dry down is amazing, and the longevity is also, I will have to give it like a 7.5 out of 10, maybe even 7, yeah. Because it's not very, it's a little bit dangerous. Danger. Then we have Impadia. For Impadia, I will give 9 out of 10. It's a very decent fragrance, but the price tag is quite high. And Midnight Mischief, I will give a solid 8 out of 10. Beautiful take on a Guidance vibe, but done in a very heavy, ambery Middle Eastern way, which some people might love, some not. But worth trying. So that is it, my darlings, for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in my next one. Bye.